coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Take right open.
Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When we see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4. Rolling to his left. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Rolling to his right. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, had his team run to the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level. And I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
He'll buy some time right. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
All right, let's go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
11.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
11.
Now Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Lawrence on 3rd down. And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Colts 33-yard line.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Taylor, and they'll get him down here at the 23. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Going for it on 4th, Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first. time for his first catch as they get the conversion on fourth.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Darius Williams in there to make the tackle. We're just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And this one complete to Doolin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a throw here, hauled in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Now Richardson yet again. Dancing to his left. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The throw over the middle, taken in. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They go play action now. Lawrence on the move to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On the double.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60. On the ball. On the ball.
2nd down. Here's Richardson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has
a
our
new
EA
season.
Sports
So both of these
report.
coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting...
And now the rookie's free.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. He's on his way.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Anthony Richardson
making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And now they're in the hurry-up.
10 yards on the pickup.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. Second catch for him today, and he'll wind up a first down.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
On play action, Lawrence. Open man downfield is Ridley.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Lawrence will throw. And he'll find Farrell open left side.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now Lawrence on first down.
Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On second down, Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Let's go.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now Lawrence to throw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Kenny Moore.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
That one's on Quentin Nelson, the all-pro guard.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll start out here with the option left. And he is going to lose yardage here.
All around great play by Devin Lloyd, using his athleticism to get to the backfield and his strength to stop him for a loss. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne.
30 yards.
And the Jaguars take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this 3rd quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope. But with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Colts.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. That one complete downfield to Kirk. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Hey, kill.
Now Lawrence. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there. And that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. So go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on,
back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up the 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Making that play behind the line was Dwayne Smoot.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
After running it, now Richardson will throw it. Being chased out left. A throw on the money there to Dillon. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson now with his 3rd touchdown in his 1st ever NFL game. And the Colts are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
30 left. 11 Agate. Go, let's go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offense is all over, continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Here we go, gotta have it, Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Buying time to his left. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Ready.
The drive will start with an option going left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And Gay knocks this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And they're going to speed things up here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Easy. Read up 24. Read up 11.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
He's going to look deep down the field.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown. Evan Ingram, 50 yards. And the Jags are able to cut into that deficit. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
That keeps the score. Colts 31, Jaguars 13.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And the offense moving quickly to the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Hey, easy, route. Hey, I'm gun. Take right open.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Julian Blackmon. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Hey.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll roll him out right. And this one complete to Doolin. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 2nd down, here's Richardson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Here's Richardson to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Richardson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand.
Hey, let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through